Yo, 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 yo. Right, what's up, chat? First time ever, man. Don't know what I'm doing, but I'm trying this live stream for the first time. 試下點未玩過，真係今日第一次 set up 呢個 OBS software，so just go whatever, man. Do whatever it takes to get out in the first time. I don't even know who's actually watching right now, but I don't give a fuck. This is premiere, you know what I'm saying? First time. 個效果係點樣？我真係唔知啊。But what I want to cover today is over the past week, there's been a lot of new album releases on the hip hop state of mind. You know what I mean? We've got Young Thug, we've got Cardi B, and we also had Doja Cat, right? So thinking about how hip hop has been lately in the last couple of months, with a lot of high quality releases, high quality rollouts from rappers such as Clips, even obviously with Pharrell's blessing behind the scene as well. And you look at how Tyler the Creator, he's touring right now, he's still touring, and he's also busy launching his very short, quick album, which was Don't Tap the Glass. All the way thinking about the two contrasts of these two, Clips was basically doing like 20-30 interviews all in one go, right? Within the space of a couple of weeks, I would imagine. And then they went on to release the album, and also when you think about it, they went straight to doing touring as well too. So let's see what's going on. Stop it, man. Stop. Yo, I don't even know if anyone's watching this. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna do it anyway. So I've just started recording this first ever live stream. I'm not sure how it sounds. I hope it sounds okay. So I'm going to watch this footage later on. 同埋睇下真係有冇人睇咯。哇，大佬咁大陣仗，我真係 OBS 都係第一次 install 咗翻嚟啊！咁你話有冇效果，有冇反應？呢個真係要好睇大家有冇真係 log into YouTube 睇嘢啦。同埋同時咧有好多 a lot of setup on the OBS software. I haven't figured out what to do with it yet. How do I display the subs count? All the stuff that you see what Kai and Speed have been doing. No, none of that, right? So I'm gonna fuck. Let's just try this first anyway. So like I was saying before, today I want to actually touch on the fact that there's been so many quality rollout releases of rappers in the last couple of months. Starting from Clips, Pusha T and Dallas. Let God Sort Them Out. Brilliant album. They're talking about could possibly be album of the year in 2026 when it comes to the awards season. And then you also saw what Tyler the Creator did. He went on and launched his Don't Tap the Glass in a very short period of time while he's also touring as well. That was brilliantly played, right? Also he went on and did a couple of interviews, and he also talked about how, stop doing massive rollout. But the funny thing is, when you think about it, that itself is already a rollout, right? And then you've also had JID, who also dropped an album a month or so ago as well. Again, high quality stuff, and basically churning out the work that he's been doing the last year. And the past week, we had new albums that came out from Cardi B, Young Thug, Doja Cat, and even Mariah Carey. And then you also, if you had not noticed, Mariah went on to Kai Cenat's Marathon free live stream to launch her album as well too, right? So thinking about all album launches is now, the dynamic of album launches is changing so much. When you think of how people turn up to Kai's live stream in the last 2 or 3 weeks. 2 days ago we saw Linkin Park, right? You wouldn't imagine something like this would have happened 2 or 3 years ago, but hell, these guys are doing it. These guys are doing it in flair. These guys are doing it in style, and you can't not give props to what they've been doing. So,點先啊？嗱，講明呢個係 live 嘅，所以唔係 anything can happen, or nothing can happen. Someone's actually watching right now, so what the fuck? Yeah, yay, 加油加油加油! How do I react? How do I play with this? I have no idea, but I'll just keep on playing with it.嗱，背景咧就下一聽到就係而家播緊啦 Cardi B 嘅新 album 啦。Now, let's not go through song by song, but I think what's worthy of talking about is, hold on, a show, media source. Now how does it actually look right now? Anyway, I'm thinking, so being the first time, I want to try and do it as best as I can, right? So, first album I want to talk about is Cardi B. Now, Am I the Drama? That's the name of the album, right? But more importantly, this is the first album she dropped since 7 years ago. 7 years ago with Invasion of Privacy, whom she actually won the Grammy for Rap Album of the Year back then, right? Crazy. And then thinking about what she had been through, personally over the last few months, or at least from what we've seen in the public's eyes anyway, her very much publicized divorce with Offset, for one, and also the court case that she somehow got dragged into a few weeks ago, and even she was talking about how this actually helped her with her album launch, right? So this crazy world that we're living in, everything is 24/7 and immediate, right? So her court case was live on the public screen for a couple of days, and I think it was also her facial expression that got her into the meme promotional self, right, so to speak. But let's just go right at the beginning and check out some of her songs. Now, the first song, now this album's got a couple of features, right? When I say features, I mean feature artists. First one, Summer Walker, Dead. Let's have a listen. I hope this sounds turned out okay, right? If don't kill me.
Cardi B, who has always been a controversial.
Cardi B has always been a controversial.
Several female rappers. If these allegations are true, it will undoubtedly be one of the darkest chapters in music history.
It's very loud. Summer Walker.
I took that deep into the red, I got fast. Mirror, who the baddest bitch you looking
Now with Cardi, I can't say I'm her biggest fan, but we saw her in Miami Rolling Loud back in 2019, and she gave it all on stage, and I tell you. And the thing was, right before she turned up, there was a stupid ass kid who yelled, "Oh, gunfire," and then we all started stomping out of the stadium. But in the end, it was fucking fake. Right? So we ended up seeing Cardi right up the front, right up the center. I mean, think how young she is, only like 31, you know. Bow.
Now she could bow with it. They say, Cardi, you tweaking now. I don't be tweaking enough. Bitch be doing shit and I be letting it slide and I don't be bringing it up. Bitches be out here telling lies about me and y'all just be eating it up. But when I drag it to hell, Cardi
just putting shots right at the beginning, you know what I mean?
When we go in the store, don't touch nothing, you complain or you getting doubt. I cried 300 days last year, none of y'all call me up. And like those tears that ran down my cheek, yeah, but I be sorry as fuck. Girl, guess who dropped 1,000 times and none of it's working? Guess who doing shows for damn near free and pockets hurting? Guess who made sure that she pay nice when we in person?
Now,
And guess who don't
I
it up more
have always
bitches
been
than
more
they
of a
searching? I'm collecting body bags like they purses.
but I think it's
I
good.
don't even rap
I
no
think
more,
you know,
I
the
drive
two of them
hearses.
actually, you know,
Bitches got some nerve and then be nervous.
fending off each other
Don't tell me
year on
till
year out,
customer
year in
service.
year
Not
out.
for nothing, I'm that bitch. I look good, plus I'm thick. If you get money and you
vibe
cute, then
there,
babe,
yo.
you basically my twin. You been
Now
here
it's
since was poppin', then we basically
I haven't
locked
even
in.
checked out
You
who-
done
who's
see
the
me get
producer
knocked down
behind the
9
album.
times, still
Let me
get
have a
up 10. They still mad about that Grammy. They still mad that I'm still poppin'. They still mad that they
Minor
don't care
drama,
in
minor
the club and
drama.
I went diamond. Those I rebranded,
Atlantic
revamped
record.
it, but ain't do nothing. Had another
And then
baby.
there's a
I
shitload
was
of
pre-clamped,
producers.
you gotta love it. Niggas tweaking, yup.
Some
in
that
front of the
moves
world.
from London on the track.
Ain't to a bitch like that if I'm your.
Oh, there's a lot of
I try to come in peace.
lot of work.
It tore me into pieces.
in 7 years.
Now I gotta R.I.P.
R.I.P.
I want them begging for they like I want them dead. I know they heard a bitch was coming in they
How is
scared.
everyone doing?
I wanna pull the lace fronts off they heads. I want all these bitches dead.
If you not my bitch, you just a bitch, then you a op.
Man, she's
If you
mean.
with that bitch, when I come get her, you gon' die. Red, beam, shot, back.
I want all these bitches dead. Gone in the seas of peace. No, I won't rest till all these bitches sleep. Lord, give me the strength, cause all these bitches weak. Man, I swear, I want these bitches all dead. And if I'm begging for their life, you feel me, I'll make it through
Now,
the
how
night.
do I add the count on the thing?
Man, I swear that I want these bitches all dead.
Pretty damn good. Now, let's hop to the next one. I love the next one. Hello. It's the same as the Adele Hello, man. She's been really busy with her kids. You see how she went out and picked out CDs to promote her album. To me, that's pretty lit.
Head to toe, look. It be you out here just looking regular hoe, ayy. It be me just popping out, just looking fine. It be me looking better than all you hoes combined, ayy. It be me getting black boxes every week,
Yeah.
yeah. It be me
Yo,
looking
bro,
like
what's
a
up?
snack, bon
Hi.
appetit, yeah. It be me that's counting money, shaking ass. It be you that's looking stupid, hating ass, bitch. It be me with 50 inches to my butt, yeah. He on my phone, he
How's
talk to
everyone
me
doing
like
on this
what's
Sunday
up?
afternoon, man? We all in Hong Kong, you know what I'm saying?
You looking for him? He right here under my
Free
picture.
flow, free flow.
Turn up at the party. I'm
What's
kicking
free
on
stuff
my
is all
body.
about, man? It's
Shake
free
it
flowing.
for me. These bitches
But
like Cardi.
what I'm trying to do is
I'm kicking on my body. She twerking
show up with all the new albums and shit like that, man. Yeah.
Hello, it's me.
Hello.
It's me. I'm that bitch. Yeah. Hello.
What I love about these new album releases is that it's sounding like an album again, you know? One track after another. Obviously these guys are in their early, mid-30s, and then you've got the young boys, young girls, who are still releasing track by track, right? But I think it's helping, you know, you've got the whole both ends doing their own thing. It's been biting, man. Everyone's been saying, oh, hip-hop's been less popular. I think it's bullshit, you know what I mean?
I'm kicking on my body. She shake it, clap it for me. These bitches love some Cardi. I'm turn up at the party. I'm kicking
You
on
turn
my
up the
body.
club like
She
this,
twerk
yo.
it, clap it for me. Like yeah. Hello, it's me.
Magnet.
Hello,
Next
it's
one
me.
is Magnet. Use that.
Hey, hey.
Man, she's really bringing a sound out. So good.
Yeah, only one that. This is good.
Face pretty, I know I could probably win a pageant, baby.
Flow's so good, y'all.
Whose spot is you taking? My spot forever, ho. I'm like a Dalmatian.
I'm like a Dalmatian.
Chanel's for, not me. Y'all bitches
Not me.
put some shits up all y'all want, but not see. Gotta do the jumbo, might just do the maxi. I like a classic bag.
The thing with Cardi B is, you know, when she rapped, when she was live, it was really good. You know what I mean? Her stage presence, you know, she's larger than life. Right? I'm not talking about the side. I'm talking about the way of how she just drags, you know, throw across the stage. Right, enough of this. Next, pick it up. Selena Gomez, who just got married, I think, last night, this morning. So good. You know, we're talking about girl power 2025 here, man. And I watched I think Cardi did an interview with CBS a few days ago. She talked about, you know, what she went through, how she's got a new man, pregnant again, fourth child. I think we've got to be happy for her, you know. She gained my respect once again. You know, I thought, you know, after her first album, she might not be releasing anything major like this anymore, but hey, you know, prove me wrong once again. And then we're waiting for Nicki's album coming up soon. From what I know.
Little Miss Ugly, I don't see nothing but bro bitches subbing me. Most of these bitches can't even have company. Why can't we pick it up like a bitch just dropped it? Pick it up like we just went shopping. Pick it up if that bitch keep calling, or pick it up like we doing no topping. Trying to be mad, but whenever he pick me up, I wanna put it down. And he be up in it like I think I like it. Yeah, I think I'm about to go look around. Why you so fine, mine? I don't have the time, they just gotta book me now. I mean, that nigga changed me, I get up and clean the shit. I even be cooking now.
So her album streaming numbers are not doing too bad. No, this pick it up 5.7 million streams on Spotify already. Well, I mean, putting aside WAP and a couple of other tracks that she released over the last couple of years, the numbers are looking pretty good. So we're talking about streaming numbers, right? Like everyone else is fucking talking about streaming numbers. But to be honest, you know, good music is just good music. I don't really care about so much on the, you know, who's number one, who's number two anymore. You know, the music's about who you really listen to from your heart nowadays, right? So this has been interesting. It's been an interesting album launch so far for her. Probably one of the, I would say, the second best. Yeah. Second best because she, I think Let Go for now is still pretty brilliant when it comes down to doing 20 interviews. You know, we're talking about two guys who are in their late 40s and early 50s, right? And now they're doing shows around the world, and they were at the Vatican last week. I'm talking about clips here, you know, Pharrell, and talking about elevating hip hop that is going to another level in Mega. Give this a shot, man. You know. They say I walk around looking like a compliment. Shut up, stop whining. Cardi still shining. Hoes kept complaining, so I cop more diamonds and more archives. Imaginary Players. So I think this came out a little while ago as well. I like Bodega Body, man. Bodega Body. Yo. Yeah, so hard, man. Wow. this album is full of surprises, and I said full of fun and happy and joyful. We need more of that in this world right now, you know what I mean? But this is one of those albums where I can listen from start to finish, where maybe skipping a couple of songs, but overall I think it's pretty well done, you know? Straight to it, man, no stopping. That's what I love hearing albums. I think it's just fun to do something like this. Again, being the first time doing a live stream, I don't know how this is going to sound like, but I'll worry about that way after I'm done with this first recording. You know what I mean? I got it. Yeah. What's next? Salute. Yeah. And most of her tracks is averaging 2.5 to 3 minutes, so they're not long tracks. Yeah.
You mean to tell me you die over nothing? Whole everybody fucking, that's the end of discussion. Bitch like me that came out the mud might help somebody out, cause I came with for nothing. Big party and a big body bands with a big body kid for the lane of a son. He getting mad, won't give him my number. Cup in the middle got me feeling this summer. Still a lot of work, I'm gonna kill it this summer.
Now I wonder how many people in Hong Kong actually listen to Cardi B. You know, we'll be curious to actually bring her over here. Now, of course, we've got Travis coming in to Macau next month, and then we've got a bunch of rappers that are going to Japan next week, the Force Festival. It's all happening. I'm actually seeing there's a lot more rappers coming to Asia this year compared to last year. I think it's a good thing. You know? Now I'd love to have them mingling with some of the local Hong Kong rappers in town as well too. You know, I think this is where you bridge culture, man, and we need more of that happening. I mean, the last big rapper that came to Hong Kong was probably, I would say, The Baby 2 years ago, and Wu-Tang 2 years ago. Last year, was there anyone that came? Can't remember. I think JID was here as well, after the early show. Last year, I think there was more R&B flavor with Neo and John Legend came. Putting down the early 2000s gangster style sound, right? Trapping it, catching it. Fuck it. Right, next, Kalani, who came to Hong Kong earlier this year as well. Safe. This one's got a new music video too.
I don't need a rich nigga, just somebody that can make me feel safe. Look, I dealt with a couple niggas, but nobody ever made me feel safe.
Sounds good, man.
Cause when I'm with you, I just know I'm fine. You take all the pressure off my mind.
I'm gonna really need to work out how to play with this live stream. How do I even interact with fans? Where's my toggle when live controlling this?
Baby, I know I saw you right now. Yeah. I feel it right at home. Safe in your arms, baby. Come hold me down.
Come hold me down, huh?
Safe like a key and a lock on me. Safe like a crib with a combo, please.
Hold you down.
I can put my guard down. I can put my heart out.
Loving you around, huh?
Unplug the alarm now. Show you on my car now.
I don't need a rich nigga, just somebody that can make me feel safe. Yeah, look, I cut off a couple niggas cause they never ever made me feel
Safe like you. Cause when I'm with you, I just know I'm fine. You take all the pressure off my mind
all the time.
Patient and kind when I be going out my mind. mind. Safe from the problems, I don't worry, cause I'm hard to find.
Safe like I just ran and slid across the plate.
Safe like we playing tag and you home base.
Hey, safe like I got a big dog in a gate.
Safe like you one of these hoes playing my face.
Yeah, you know that I'm that bitch, right? You got a girl that niggas wanna get, right? When I spaz and I crash, you ain't gon' dip, right?
That's when I need you the most.
That's how I get, right?
Baby, I feel safe in your arms, I feel safe. Safe like the money, let it sit up in the bank. Safe like a call with the alarm, I feel safe.
Nobody got right by my side, so I don't need a rich nigga, just somebody that can make me feel
Safe,
yeah. Look, I dealt with a couple niggas, but nobody ever made me feel
safe like you. Cause when I'm with you, I just know I'm fine.
no, I'm fine
You take all the pressure off my mind.
all the time.
Patient and kind when I be going out my mind. Safe from the problems, I don't worry, cause I'm hard to find. Safe, safe, safe. Safe, safe, safe. Safe, safe, safe. Safe, safe, safe.
Right, next track, Man of Your Word. Now, I have no idea who Dougie F is. Let me dig up who Dougie F is. Dougie F. Dougie F. He's this guy, Dougie F. So I've been following him. No, not who had 100 projects or in New Jersey, New Jersey. Yeah, Pitbull.
Nigga, no, you don't.
So he's been around for a while.
Last time you fucked up, said I was done. Fucked up again, I
Last
took
time
you
you
back,
fucked up
shit,
when
I
I
was
was
dumb.
done.
I held back for you, was really biting my tongue. Should've fell back from you, instead I gave you a son. I don't regret it,
no
it's a
holding
blessing.
back.
Just know I learned my lesson, so stop with all that calling me and texting. All the times you say you was locked in, late night sessions, only thing they need to drop is your confessions. Nigga, I believed you. Don't know if I'm mad at me or you. Once upon a time, I thought I needed you. Even though I'm up, I always treat you like we even, dude. See what special treatment do? I could've cheated too.
So I don't know if anyone's actually listened to the whole album. I mean, I've listened to it probably about 3 times so far, 3 or 4 times, start from finish. We haven't even hit, I think, one of the best tracks of the album, which is coming up next. I was actually quite a little surprised by the guests or the collaborators that she has worked together for the next song.
Nigga, no, you don't.
But it's a good surprise. Actually, it's a good surprise.
7 years, admit, it wasn't
okay,
all bad.
let's go
The
straight to
skeletons
it.
in my closet too. It wasn't all bad.
What's Going On, featuring Lizzo. Now, What's Going On? We all know songs these. Linda Perry, 4 Non Blonde.
Hey,
Sort of like a remake.
what? Look.
But I love how
He
it's
stopped
been a
calling.
remake.
Wasn't waking up to me in the morning.
Oh, shut
No
up.
vacay shit got boring. I ain't treat a bitch like me normal.
What?
Ain't going, I was getting
What?
impatient. He dragging, I ain't racing. He stopped sharing his location and wonder why he got short conversations. What happened? We not laughing. Stop grabbing my ass when he passing. Wasn't mentally there, just acting. Anniversary gift started lacking. What's going on? I ain't never knew you. Didn't think about giving up too soon. When I opened my mouth, this truthful nigga wasn't eating this pussy like he used to.
This vocal is surprisingly really good. I mean, I know Lizzo can sing and rap, but
I guess he thought I wouldn't practice what I preach. I let shit slide so many times that he got comfortable. Shit almost tore a bitch down. See, that's what love could do. Like every day a new lie. You fuck anything with 2 eyes. How can you treat me like I ain't shit? Nigga, on our wedding day, you cry. You broke down some beautiful vows. Gave my first beautiful child. Someone was quiet for all of these hoes. I'm trying to find out you the one loud. Still I stay. I don't regret it. Still ain't cheat.
a
I ain't
lot
get
of
credit.
references
It's on my
to
truth.
Offset
And I hit
here, I
edit.
think.
I stood on shit like, yeah, I said it. You don't like that I moved on, and I hate that for you. Telling yourself that I ain't that loyal. Finding a nigga that love me more than you did is what I call payback for you.
Now,
wouldn't
she
practice
didn't
what
get
I
on to
preach.
Kai's live stream. Not sure whether because Kai seems to be buddies with Offset. Maybe that's the reason. But who knows? Who knows, right? It's just refreshing, man. You know what I mean? Yeah.
We should be good by now. We should be good. We should be good by now. We should be good.
Summer Walker again. Shower
What is
scene.
love? What's the reason? What's the meaning? What the fuck?
Some of
This shit
the
is
songs are
conflicting like
pretty
addiction. Shit is drugs.
good.
You gon' have your way with me until I had enough. You keep thinking I'm calling your bluff. Who that on your line? Fuck is on your mind? You so arrogant. This shit is embarrassing. I am not no average bitch. You wanna play
I
marriage?
think when
then
Cardi
you
first
can
started
have
out,
this
I wasn't quite
average
sure
thing. I put my
how
baby in her car seat, then be out of
her
here.
sound was
Here we
gonna
go
be
again. These some bitches
long
you don't
lasting.
know
I mean,
again. Must
music
be
was
a
dope
magician
right from the
putting
word go,
bitches in
right?
your
Back in
phone again. Don't tell me
2017,
these hoes is
19
friends and you out with
with,
your bros again.
man,
For all
what
of
song
this,
was that? I
might as
remember
well
now.
just be alone
But
again. I let
see
my
how
guard down,
she's
I let you win. You playing
come to
games
where
with my
she's
heart, I'm
now,
not gonna let you win.
and where
I'm
she
sick
was.
of fighting, sick of crying.
Pretty
Shit is
amazing
4
journey.
a.m. If you don't answer this
Hey, if you
time,
can
I
make it,
never
you can
call
make it.
again.
While we go through this, heat of the moment, let it burn. Got me so foolish. I know love ain't supposed to hurt. We should be good by now. We should be good. We should be good by now. We should be good.
I thought you wanted it forever. You and me together. Make it through the storm, right or wrong, any weather. I just want you back in where your home is. How you leave a bitch like me so hopeless. Hope you know the door ain't always open. And I'm just hoping you know what's up. This relationship
Know
sitting
what's up.
patient shit is hard to trust. Cause once you give it all you can, you just can't give it up. Sometimes I wanna fuck you up, sometimes I wanna fuck. Should I take a handful of pills to let you know that it's real? Then let you feel some of this pain that I feel. About to turn to the liquor. From how she claimed
Now,
that you licked her.
basically
I know you
doing a
fuck
lot of
because
storytelling
you overtipped her.
through her
Nigga,
music,
how you
right?
texting bitches
If you
from
listen
my
to
bed?
from the
All
start to
these
finish,
years, all these shower
you
tears
notice
that
how
I done
she's
shed.
actually
I'm on the edge,
talking
it's the
about
last straw, you got
what
me
has been
fed.
happening
I have to
in her
question
life
us
the last
again,
few
then
years.
this shit is dead.
Outside's also cool as well.
Outside niggas love a outside bitch, but be mad when they get some outside. Yeah. When I tell you these niggas ain't shit, please believe me. They gon' fuck on
go.
anything. These niggas way too easy. Good for nothing, load on dirty dogs. I'm convinced. Next time you see your mama, tell her how she raised a bitch. Going out, you pop outside. 'Cause it's hot out. Going out, you was playing games. Then you on time out. Going out, where them fine niggas out. You tryna find niggas out.
They're trying to get the hang of it. How does Kai and speak on all these funny things going on?
Let me see you handle this. So you
Swing,
do me, bet you
man.
we
So
was
I
big
just
again.
do
Favorite
this.
player from your favorite team. He in my DM. I'm so small and tiny, he's so big and tall. Might let him dunk this pussy like he dunked the ball. I'm a big freak, come and get a sneak peek. Back it up like deep she be on, but it's plenty niggas, baby, I can keep it going. Look, Royal Rumble, this a jungle line, and some cheaters. It's clearly you don't give a fuck, so I don't give one either. I like my niggas back in country, that's just what it is. I can tell that he excited, cause he go for smaller big. When I tell you these niggas ain't shit, please believe me. They gon' fuck on anything, these niggas way too easy. Low down dirty, good for nothing, dogs, I'm convinced. Can't wait to see your mama tell her how she raised a bitch. Going out on the pop outside, cause it's hot out. You was playing games, and you on time out. We don't find niggas out. You tryna find niggas out. I've been cuffed up too long, let me remind niggas. Ooh, I think he's sexy, ooh, he look good as fuck. Ain't that your home girlfriend? Tell her to hook me up. Shit, ain't you having fun? Let's have fun together. Baby, I'm with the shit, you know I'm with whatever. Look, I know I'm cute and funny. I know somebody want me. I might go sell a bit. I know I make some money. Outside niggas love a outside
her lyrics
bitch.
is so
But be
down
sick
to
when
earth,
the
you know.
girls get some outside. I mean, bathing suit, body suit, tryna let this
kind of
body loose.
relatable
This
in a
tequila
way.
90
It's
proof,
just
chasing with my pussy
street pop.
juice. Heard them pictures, got them niggas. Let me in that locker room. And some ladies out in Vegas, Asia, what was poppin' boo? Booty cheeks, gotta shake. Flirting niggas, got some pay. Let me know the time and place. I'm just tryna ride his pace. PJ, AK, take me somewhere tropical. Spot day, find masseuse, Uber driver kinda cute. When I tell you these niggas ain't shit, please believe
Love
me.
to hear and
They
see
gon'
how
fuck on anything, these niggas way too easy. Good for nothing, low down dirty dogs, I'm convinced. Next time you see your mama, tell her how
this
she
is
raised
one of
the
those things
bitch.
you buy.
Out on the pop outside, cause it's
Listen,
hot out.
turn up the volume.
You on time out.
Chill.
We don't find niggas out. You tryna find niggas out. I've been cuffed up too long. Let me remind niggas. I ain't see your call. I ain't hear a ring. I'm in the studio. Call you when I leave.
Audio.
Who I'm with? I know you fucking lying. Where I'm about to go? I'm about to go outside. I'm about to. Yeah.
Head up.
Pretty and I'm petty as
Audio
fuck.
blog is on now.
Pretty and I'm petty as fuck. Pretty and I'm petty as fuck. Hosting they ready, they ain't ready.
Alright, so I guess I can't be streaming
Pretty
all
and petty as fuck.
the full album that
Pretty and I'm petty as
long
fuck.
because
Woke up bitch
obviously
down,
there's
sexy as fuck.
restrictions
Name 5 beer songs, gun
and
pointed
there's
to your head.
copyright and shit like that. Fine. I'll just talk over the song then. Pretty and Pity. Ah, so I saw this yesterday somewhere. It's actually a song. This is where she had the beef with Bia, I think. Ah yeah, I think I remember that. Pretty as fuck. Funny. At least it went on for 3 minutes. Fun. One thing that I give Cardi is that she's not shy of saying how good she is. You know, I think that's confident. Confident. Right. Better than you. Cash Cobain. And she's thrown so many punches on this album. Good. Good. I think the whole album's arrangement is pretty dope overall. There's peaks and troughs, there's slow songs, and then it hypes up. And now it's just mellow out a little bit. Better than you, apparently. Now this is how she's also shown off the wealth as well. So I like this. It's different, you know. And it's not noise. Like, you know, sometimes I think some of the rappers you hear, it's just a lot of production behind in the background, but not much you can hear what they're rapping about now. So I mean, let's take a pause for a minute and just have a think about what Cardi B had been through in the last 7 or 8 years, you know, and I think the level of public scrutiny is high, right? Given that she is on top of the food chain, so to speak, in the female hip hop rap artist level perspective. But I think in her defense, she's always be herself and not really give a fuck about anyone else's thinking. And I think that's how she's been able to get across the line and pull punches at the same time over the years. Even, you know, when she's sparring with Nicki, sort of, as at least what the publics were saying anyway, never really seen them pulling punches off each other directly, per se, right? But I think we all know how they did the song together, well, with Migos years ago. What song was that? Migos, Cardi B, and Nicki. Motorsport. Now, that was, 2018. That's like 7 years ago, 8 years ago already. Now, featured artists, Nicki Minaj, Cardi B, you don't ever see that on the same page anymore. But I think that song itself was pretty dope, right? But to go from back in 2018 to where she is now in 2025, I think a lot of ownership comes down to how she keeps on presenting herself in a positive way. I mean, she might be loud at times, but then we did go through the period of COVID, right? So, and even during that time, I think she was keeping real about her views of the world and how she's been able to capture her attention. Oh my god, when I think about, oh shit, Cardi B wasn't she the one that went on saying COVID or some shit like that, some meme that she had? Let me dig that out. Cardi B meme back in at the beginning of COVID. Which one was that? Yeah. COVID. She went on for a coronavirus. Here we go.
Guess what, bitch? Coronavirus! Coronavirus! Shit is real! Shit is getting real! Shit is real! Coronavirus! Shit is real! Shit is getting real!
That was dope, man. That was funny as fuck. That was funny. So many memes. Hold up. Believe that was 5 years ago. This is never short of being entertaining, right? And I think that's what's, I guess, make her unique and different, but not obnoxious at times, at most times anyway. So let's get back to the music a little bit. On My Back, with an artist called Lourdes, which I hadn't heard before, but let's have a listen. Again, slowing down a little bit, toning down the sound a little bit. See, that's my thing, you know. You might not be hearing Cardi B's album maybe for another 4 or 5 years, but between these 4 or 5 years, to find ways to be relevant in a good way. You know, she doesn't go and make something up out of nothing. It's real. That's what I'm saying. Her rollout of this album is brilliant. You know, called a court case as part of her accidental ways of creating more memes again with her facial expression on court, and she won the court case. Right. Every time. Sound like Gorilla.
Somebody better get her, cause she out here looking fine. Better pop your shit because I'm out here popping mine. The way these diamonds hitting bitches, damn near going blind. Look, cause Don Julio gon' do the trick every time. Nigga lose, got a banging body, then I'm running like some gooder. Maybe I'm bugging, maybe I'm tripping.
So again, you know, her sound, her voice is always unique, a little different. Can't really, and it's unique, right? You can't really pick anyone that sound similar to her. You know, even at her level. Think of all the female rappers in the last 10 years or so, right? She's got that nostril sound going on, which I think is quite interesting, and it's also fun to actually check out how she presents herself when she's during an interview, or when she's walking around court case, or when she's dishing out CDs last week for winning her album, right? And didn't she already win broke the Guinness Book of Record with the most number of CDs delivered by drones in across the US, right? So a lot of extra promotion for her without her doing extra crazy shit. Right, check please. 微信呢？吃饭呢？鱼呢？
Y'all niggas ain't doing the numbers that my last did. Got deals for like the last few years. You sign anything like Cardi B, sign right here. Ain't no other bitch up here, nigga. Let's go. I need more money than promised this year. Let's go. I still get big bitch head, nigga. Let's go. Stick in my lap, look like a thing. Oh shit, let's go. You bitches is done needing, tell them check, please. You bitches is done needing, tell them check, please. Done needing respect, let's find out and see. They say rebel give you wings, so the Cardi B.
Big one, next one. Principal.
Yeah.
Janet.
Look.
Jackson.
Look.
Feature.
If you say you had a girl like me, I know you lying. It's time
Janet
to catch a
actually,
lick or I'll be shooting
I
while you
think,
drive.
the background vocal for the track 4 out, and really immediately takes it back to the 80s, the 90s. Like, obviously, the track name comes from Janet's old song, Precious Principles, right? And I think there was one other track in this album that Cardi actually sampled Janet in the other music. So, you know, this is no light album, so to speak. Again, outputting many people saying that she can't make more than one album, right? You're wrong.
I be walking out the shower. Can't be out here playing with a bitch like me. There's niggas out here praying for a bitch like me.
Hey. Right. Trophies. Now, this is obviously talking about collecting her wins over the years, right? You know, in live, in music, in accolades and media and all the stuff that she's been doing, that she's so good at doing. Sometimes, you know, when you think about how artists promote themselves, it shows the kind of characters that they are, how they behave and how they talk about their music or not talk about their music, how they tell people and present people. I mean, obviously, everyone's different, especially in the rap game, right? But again, she's holding her authority of being top female rappers for the last, you know, top 3 anyway, last 5-6 years. Not easy.
Hoes be real like losers. Bad bitch make shit happen. Hoes make excuses. Very much paid, I'm very much it. Very much bitch, I do this. Bad bitch make make shit happen. Hate hoes make excuses. Like, huh? Like what? I don't wanna hear excuses. Like, huh? Like what? I don't wanna hear excuses. They don't get back, they don't perform. Bitch be real life losers. Bad bitch make shit happen. Hate hoes make excuses. She go Cardi motherfucking beat, bitch. What? Like, huh? Like what? What? Like, huh?
What?
Like what? Like, huh?
What?
Like what?
Nice guy. Tyler. London on the track. Now Tyler is coming to Hong Kong in the end of November. So there's another one. It's good they're traveling. They're actually seeing shit. Hong Kong actually exists. Like, you know, what the fuck, everyone else has been traveling everywhere else but this place. I like this song. It's actually putting some melody. Tyler's actually sounding not too bad here too. Let's check out the lyrics a little bit. One thing that I've been doing more since clips is that time to actually go back and check out the lyrics a little bit more again. Songs are actually, rap music is actually having some meaning again. Now, again, every rapper has got their own style of representing themselves, right? So this is just one way of how she sees herself doing her moves nowadays. What's this song? This one's called Killing You Hoes. Hey, I ain't kill no hoe. Apparently she is.
Thank you for making me the baddest bitch alive. Cute little aura, I don't know, I'm just a vibe. All white toes looking like somebody's bride. Bunch of black trucks looking like somebody died. I say a whole name, I'll just be doing
See, again, these tracks you can bump along when you're driving, man.
Fuck all you hoes, lie eyes swear to me. Fuck niggas too, cause why I so embarrassing, Hoes be shady anyway, she don't like me, but she would trade places any day. Are you dumb? Ass dumb, fat face dumb, pretty. I never ever heard a nigga say he done with me. Come get up with me, baby, come get up with me. I think high key hoes be in love with me. Life is a movie, mine will be a sex scene. Hopping out jacuzzi, looking like a wet dream, looking like a check, looking like the baddest bitch a nigga.
Up. This thing up. Oh wait, that's been around for a while. Oh wow. Alright, so the last two tracks, Up and WAP, that had been around for a couple of years now, so I won't play that. But then, last track is Every Time, remix with Lotto. So, I've always liked Lotto. Right, all summer. Wow. Lotto. Pretty cool when you think about what's that show on Netflix? The rap contest. Cardi was the host for season 1, and Lotto was the host for season 2. Good. Ladies are represented. Alright, so I'm not gonna stream any more of the album now because I don't know. I'm not gonna get restricted. But all in all, I think I would give 9 out of 10 for Cardi's album, just because one, it's the first time in 8 years or 7 years that she's releasing something massive like this, and secondly, just the quality of production and the quality of the music overall. It's interesting, you know. It's not boring, same old shit, same old style kind of thing. I mean, it is her style, you know. Don't get me wrong on that, but more importantly, it's just how it's actually elevating her statue as the, you know, the longevity of a rapper nowadays. And you know, when you compare to rap music 20 years ago, the number of rappers that are around is what, 10-folds, 20-folds? I don't know. I've lost count, but it's just not easy to compete with such a crowded genre these days. Oh. Now, let me hop on to. Oh, by the way, last week had a really, really great time when UK trap wave rapper M Huncho came to Hong Kong and performed down at Wan Chai at the Pier 1939 restaurant or club. Had a good sit down with him for almost 20-30 minutes. Got to know him a little more in terms of how he creates his music, what he goes through, what his thinking process, what his mask represents. And I love how he talked about, whether his mask is on or off, it's always him inside. He's the way of how he approached music or the way of how he approached life. He's always, mask is just part of him when it comes to performing and showcasing himself, right? And he also didn't mind people recognizing him or recognizing his voice when he's with his mask off. So, and then in the end, we talked about how he's been touring and traveling as well too, going to Melbourne and Sydney, which I think he's just completed his performance there a few days ago, and he's sort of on detour to Tokyo and all that as well too. So, again, I'm talking, these are top-notch, high-level rappers that had been doing the music for quite some time now, and I wish and I hope that there's more of them coming to this part of the world or to actually come to Hong Kong and perform in bigger stage and bigger stadiums, and I think the key here is to really how do we, as a city, elevate our rappers in town as well to get them to be more exposed to globally, internationally, or regionally. I think that's one of the things that I've been trying to see and to hope get more reaction and more people pushing this agenda over time, right? And at the end of the day, music's music. You like it, you don't. But then when you do, you want to make sure that you can continue to build that momentum, right? So now let's go and check out the other infamous thugger. His album, Scuti. Now, you probably know by now, the album name is inspired by a super giant star in the galaxy far, far away called Scuti, and like he said himself, he wanted to use that as a representation of how great he is as a rapper, right? Now, in terms of his promotion strategy or rollout, so to speak, I think what he has been through the last couple of years is part of his rollout, right? His court case. I'm not going to go into details of that because so much drama that went on. But more importantly, how that has shaped him doing his music while he was in jail and now that he's out, right? It's a 20 track album, and people were comparing him with Gunna's recent release as well. But to me, they're now two very distinct artists themselves now, right? Of course, with their background and their history, there's a lot of good, bad, and ugly that went on over the last couple of years, right? But I strongly believe, if the music's good, this is where I think the value of a rapper comes in how he can continue to pick himself up after what he went through, right? Now, I can't say, after listening to Thugger's album for the last few days, I can't say all the stuff that's there is amazing, but there's a couple of standout tracks which I think are worthy of mention for one, but more importantly, how it's sounding very, very nice and very, very exciting for hopefully after a year or so from where he's now to move on. Now the first two tracks, Ninja and Yak, I think it's fairly forgettable. Don't know why. I mean, Ninja talked about his court case, the recordings of his court case as well, right? Well, but does he really want the world to be want himself to be reminded of that? You know.
Implore you not to grant him a bond. He's dangerous. The setup they've given to you is actually going to be less control. If he
Now,
gets
I'm
a
still
burner,
trying to
he'll
fucking
take
navigate
what
all this shit on
a lot of the
live
communications
stream,
that
right?
Mr.
So
Williams is
bear
on
with me
is on Facebook.
while I'm still figuring out
Because
what's
it's not
going on.
traceable. It's
You know,
not trackable. And
let's
we know that to be
stop
their
this.
MO. He gets a burner, he gets in.
Yuck. This is featuring Ken Carson. But I couldn't quite work out what is mumbling about. I think this track is not strong, but that's the problem. If it was strong, then I think it would actually give quite an impression from a audio standpoint, right? But I think it's just not strong enough. It's just a little rambling going on. But maybe I think he's just trying to check off some of his negative bullshit that I went on. Now, again, Miami Rolling Loud 2019, we saw Thugger on stage, right? That was good. I mean, he was full of energy. He came out before Gucci Mane, I think. But more importantly, I think since then, he's been really held back, right? And from an audience listening perspective, I admire Young Thug and Gunna, right? I don't give a fuck about what happened at YSL and shit, you know? That's not my business. I'm a listener, you know what I mean? I'm a commentator at best. I go and look and listen to the music at the forefront more than anything else. 當然佢哋有個 backstory 嗰啲，梗係都會聽，但係嗰啲唔關音樂事㗎嘛。音樂本身就係咁令到聽眾中意聽佢嘅音樂。呢個 that's my goal, that's my destiny, you know. Destiny, fuck I'm talking. Right, enough of that bullshit. Now this one, funny, featuring Cardi B. It's called On The News. Through social media last week, I think both Cardi and Young Thug were releasing music on the same day, but apparently Young Thug gave way to Cardi B to let her release a week earlier, and that's why there's a 1 week launch gap difference between the two of them. I think it's hardly respectable, you know, given how many releases that we still haven't seen. Right? I think I'm waiting for Ace of Rockies to drop. I'm waiting for Young M.A.'s to drop. Now, Young M.A., I think, you know, she went on to Kai a few weeks ago, and she mentioned and she talked about how she's a very methodical rapper, right? She thinks through many things before she writes, and she's probably, but then when she comes out, you know, she's the most gangster female rapper in town right now, man. You know, when you hear her music, you know you're energized. I'm talking about Young M.A. here. I missed out on seeing her when she went to Shanghai with fans back in 2017 or something. But she's one of those rappers to me that, you know, as she gets older, she gets more respected by her peers. Not just because of her maturity, but it's just the way of how she's wordplaying. And just the smartness of her lyrics. And when she does freestyle, my God, she practically blows everyone else away these days. Anyway, back to Young Thug. This one. There you go. Cardi hopping on the feature. Now, why Young Thug getting all the white faces? I don't understand anymore. I think something's a little not right or going cuckoo here. You know, cuckoo. The beat's different here. It's just slamming and jamming, you know. Right, next one's called Catch Me, I'm Falling. mellowed out a little bit. I think his album is starting to get better from the Cardi B feature down to I won't go too far yet. But Catch Me I'm Falling. Obviously this is talking about his court case in jury over the last couple of years, right? But I think he's best when he's slowing down and actually talk story. Now I respect the fact that he is still able to pull such a consistent flow so far for the album, you know. Now again, I'm not gonna compare one from the another, right? You know, Gunna obviously came out earlier, and he had more airtime, so to speak, over the last year and a half, right? This one's called fucking Culture. No guessing what that really means, right? Now, I think, stop you for a minute. I think one of the interesting things that happened in the last few weeks had been the leaking of his phone calls from his jail cell while he was in there, right? There are a lot of untold stories or untold conversations that he had that had gave some, I guess, rude awakening or some call out to a couple of other rappers or whoever that he was not happy with. Again, those had been past tense now. But I know, thinking about, well, how is that affecting or impacting others? You know, one I've been really wanting to find out is with Lil Baby, right? You know, he said he was retiring, but then it seems like he's also doing music video, but then he's cancelled all his tours for the next couple of months. It's getting interesting once again. Someone, you know, Lil Baby is up there in terms of being the A-list rapper nowadays, right? And he's commanding good money too, I'm assuming. But for him suddenly pull out of everything public for the next couple of months, makes you wonder. It makes you wonder what's really happening. But I hope he'll come back. We were hoping that we'd see him in Tokyo next month, but now I guess it's not happening. Now, No Young Thug's going to be at Complex Con Las Vegas in October, so I think that will be a really good test to see how this new album, this new offering goes. So again, looking at the rollout of this album, obviously, everything else, all the noise, all the controversies around Thug is the rollout in itself, right? So I don't think he needed to do much more than just trying to get the fuck back into the booth and do good music, you know? I like fucking Culture. I don't quite like the next one, but whoop-de-doo. Whoop-de-doo, whoop-de-doo, whoop-de-doo. Whoop-de-doo. Why is it called whoop-de-doo? We shot cause it's fun. Emilio Pucci. On top of her coochie. I give her whatever she want. I buy her whatever she want. I buy her whatever she want. I fly her wherever she want. I take her to Greece if she want. I'm flying wherever she want. I buy her whatever she want. She getting whatever she want. The rose gold flows in the condo. We go yard only the trunk. We put that shit on when it's boring. The kids they shopping at Barney's. We put that shit on. No, sometimes I don't like it when they get too creative and somehow the song gets ruined or lost halfway through. And I think this is one of those whoop-de-doo shit. You can't quite gel with it. Now, next one's interesting. Name called Blaming Jesus. Now, why would you do that? I know I wouldn't. Yeah. But whatever that means. Intro. I guess once again he's trying to vent out his frustrations the last few years, understandably. I mean, I don't know, I've never been through a situation like he has. Sure, it wasn't easy. Right. You got Sad Spider. Now who wrote this? Is that Metro? Your eyes are Scuti. Let me check it out. Hey, give me all this super star thing again. Okay. Sad Spider, Williams, Dylan High, Nicholas Santos. Don't know who these producers are. Williams. Young Thug. Jeffrey. No, I mean it's good that he's back in the music scene. I think he's been around for a little while as well too, so you would expect him to not go soft with his music when he comes back. Now, I wonder in the future how, through what he's been through in the last few years, how has that changed the way he writes his music now? Is there certain things that he can't say, he can't write, he can't talk about in his music anymore? How does that affect him as an artist? Being a rapper, talking about being real and all that. How would that change the way of how he crafts his music? These are the questions that I have for Thugger if I get to sit down and have a chat with him. Next one's a good one. Rest in peace, Big and Mac featuring T.I.
Biggest motherfucking star from all,
You know?
Niggas irrelevant and have absolutely nothing they peddling.
T.I.'s always good. Thugger.
R.I.P. the big, R.I.P. the man. Don't believe in death forever. Hope they coming back. Still getting back. Up until this day. Never getting tired.
Here we go. You don't get to hear much T.I. rapping, keep rapping much anymore. He's too busy bringing his kids up, Speaking of his kids, Damani, man. Can't wait till he gets full blown to be a full artist. He's probably one of the best in the younger generation nowadays. Damani. T.I. raised him well.
Been lit since the first cigarette, you understand that, man? All around like the ground, every place like space, you understand? Yeah, you had my legs, bitch, you sure could kick it, huh? You thought? Check this out, man. Nigga think they put that dirt on the doggy back.
Invest into you. Featuring none other than Mariah the Scientist. Crazy, thinking about Gashu's been also just releasing her album as well, Heart Soul separately. I think that's I haven't really listened to the album, but I will. They actually sound quite well together as a couple on a song, Right, next. I'm so dope. I'm so dope. Woo! Woo! Part of my back, featuring a little baby. And one thing I like about Lil Baby's voice is, again, very different, very flowy, gangster but not too gangster. I mean, nothing would be sounding very gangster like back in the 90s, you know, the gangster rap era. Right. Young Thug, Sexy Red, Mami. I think these songs is they just wanna troll the internet. How people talk about him and Sexy Red looking very similar. The fun song. Oh my god. Daddy, baby, Next one. What up, Jesus? YFN Lucy. Who's he? YFN Uzi. Lewis. Okay. Yeah. This is more like it. This is more like Southern style. These I can listen to. Right. Walk Down featuring 21 Savage. 21.
Badass bitch, come and sit on dick. You're talking all that shit. You cross the street, get hit. Go bad on a bitch. I'm done sipping tricks. I'm done getting rich. Got too much. Yeah, capiche. Walk down on them like a dog without a leash. You respect the belt, then it's peace.
Apparently 21's working on a new album. According to his Instagram yesterday anyway. Look forward to it. He's quiet since his last album that came out early last year. Right. The next, I think it's probably one of the best track of the album. Featuring none other than Travis Scott. Pipe Down.
Nigga, pipe down. Sit down. Nigga, think they lit as us. Nigga, pussy, pipe down. Sit down. Nigga, pussy, pipe down. Sit down. Pussy, pipe down. Sit down. Caught her with your little slut. What? Got that pipe down. Rose gold paddock on me, bustin' on me. Badass bitches got them fussin' on me. In my hood, niggas really sus if they clone me. I ain't going back and forth with you, little jabroni.
I think when you have Cactus Jack, Mr. Travis Scott behind the feature, can't go wrong these days. Solid, more than solid. So, looking forward to Travis in Asia. Right. Next song, Revenge. Yeah.
It's king. I come for revenge. Revenge. No brother, I said I'm not crabbing. Money is living. I be stretching this shit like I'm mad. Allergic to grass. My penthouse got turf in the bag. It's turf. Yeah, it's turf. I done got too rich for the grass.
Featuring Little Got It and 1300 Saint. Ain't had none of them before. What are they? Revenge.
I'm wiping this nose. Wipe. Then wipe.
White.
She wanna get hit with the pipe.
You got it.
She love me because I carry sin.
Some new young rappers on here.
This flow, it changed my life. This weekend we riding on strikers. She play with my Peter pipe.
Little Got It from Atlanta, another Atlanta boy.
I just can't get it hard on my dick. Call her Ali, this whole like a treat. Push up on her shoe, taking a risk. Yellow diamonds, canary like trees.
Baby,
Swag up, I'm racking to me. Ain't
oh,
about money, start talking to
here,
me.
this is
My
big
brother
bro.
gon' slide for
Okay.
me. Oh, you think I'm in ride for me?
So he's been around for a while too. ATL.
When it's rocking the pellet, I take a trip to New York and then fly back to LA. I'm a
Right. Money on Money, that's Future, that's been around for a while. Won't get talked much into that one. Dreams rarely do come true. What does that mean? Dreams rarely do come true.
I'm so apprehensive. Think I know what's coming. Think I know the difference between this and what I wanted. Thinking I'm submissive when I'm just succumbing. Thinking that these are the makings of a perfect woman. Thinking that I know myself. I just know how it felt right before everything went on. I feel like no one else.
I'm gonna have to listen to more of her songs. I think I've always known that she's up and coming, but now that he's got my attention.
If you love me right now, if you love me ever, if you love me ever, if you love me forever.
It's a long song. 6 hours. No, 6 hours. 6 minutes. Yeah.
And I got rich and nasty. My homie girl cheated with my other homie. And he
Next song is longer.
I seen her up, so you know me, I had
7 minutes. Miss my dog. Y'all seen the video, right? I think the video is actually quite touching. It's talking about friendship and
Every
people.
day you wake up, I'm trying to make you happy. I'm sorry for being a part of these hoes laughing at you. I'm sorry for
Yeah, I'm
taking
still
you for
alive.
who had you.
YSL.
Just to put you through this madness on the reason you crashed. How the hell you go to jail for me being bad?
This album's only barely 2 days old. You know? So
It's all love and respect on my end. You already know that, bro. I don't even know I'm speaking on that type.
it's interesting.
Tried to get me and Lucci on above you. Stimulate my mind since a kid, better than drugs do.
Alright, so there you have it. 2 albums. 2 very contrasting artists. Both have some sort of always in the media for good, bad, and lucky over the last few years. But nonetheless, just released the album a week apart from each other. Tell me what you think about the 2 new albums. I think both worthy of listening to a few times, and both worthy of listening from start to finish, just like how I did it with Let God Sort Them Out, and also some of the others. But this concludes the first live stream. Now let me have a play around and see how I went. I'd love to see the results of how this first live stream goes. Until the next one, peace. I'm gonna try again tomorrow. Peace. I'm gonna try again later on tonight. Peace. Oh yeah? All gone? Wow, I'm lucky, huh? Last one.